Well then, good morning and a warm welcome to Shillong, a city where football isn't just played, it's lived. And tucked away in the hills of Meghalaya, this is a place where mist rules in like a curtain raiser, and the ball does the talking once it drops at your feet. We are live from the iconic MFA ground, one of the most reputable nurseries of football in the Northeast. This ground has seen many generations of young players grow up with the game, with barefoot beginnings, muddy battles, and dreams far bigger than the hills surrounding us. From school tournaments to state leagues, the MFA ground has always been a proving ground, a place where talent is sharpened and character is tested. And fittingly, this morning, it hosts another chapter in the grassroots football as we bring you this under 17 boys clash in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports Shillong edition. Shillong has always been a heartbeat of Indian football. The city gave the country clubs like Sejong Lajong, pioneers of professional football in this region, and players who grew up playing with instinct, flair, and fearlessness. Football is learned on uneven pitches, narrow lanes, and school grounds, and that rawness is exactly what makes players from this region so special. And talking about today's fixture, the 8:15 a.m. clash, the morning fixture, the Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center versus OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. Two teams, two journeys, and plenty on the line. And starting with Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center, they come into this match looking to bounce back after a tough outing in the previous game. They went down and defeated 4-2 to Shillong Lajong FC. But despite the result, their scoreline tells its own story. Scoring twice against a side like Sejong Lajong, it shows intent, courage, and attacking belief. And what Weilyngkut will be looking for today is balance, tightening things up defensively while continuing to play with the freedom and energy that defines youth football in this region. Well, this is a young side that arrives on plenty of opportunities. It thrives on quick transitions, direct play, and enthusiasm. Look at the lineups for them. Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center, the head coach, Tyne. He's got 6 substitutions on the bench. Plenty of good players in this team. Watch out for the number 94, Ibaka Munal. Also, the number 17 got a goal in the previous game. And for OM Roy, the head coach, Pilarim Dor, he's also got 6 substitutions on the bench in the previous game. The number 9, Damon Lang, he was the key player. Plenty of other players to watch out as well. The number 11, Mar Briang, the number 7, Lam Shai, the number 15, Imon Lang, Chesterfield, Menang, Iban, Jonis. A lot of good players on both the sides. And for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School, they arrived with momentum firmly on their side. They edged out Army Boys Sports Company in a thrilling 3-2 victory in their last game. A match that showcased resilience, composure under pressure, and the ability to see out tight moments. And for OM Roy, confidence will be high, for sure. But in tournaments like Reliance Foundation Youth Sports, consistency is the real test. Can they build on that win? Can they manage the game, especially against the side desperate to respond? And those are the questions everyone will be looking for the answers in the next 90 minutes. You can expect intensity, expect duels all over the pitch, and expect moments of raw brilliance. In the blue jerseys are the OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School, and in the yellow attire, the Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center. This is under 17 football where mistakes happen, but so do moments of magic, where players play without fear, press without hesitation, and celebrate goals like they mean everything, because at this stage, they do. And the early 8:15 a.m. kickoff adds another layer of fresh legs, cool Shillong air, and a pitch that invites quick passing football. And if you look at the weather right now in Shillong, 17 degrees Celsius. So it's a quite breezy, quite light morning still in the country. Remember, it's the 28th of January, 8:15 a.m. kickoff. Still those light, gentle winter breeze in the country sustaining. And that makes for a perfect setting to play this beautiful game of football. And both these teams, a lot of depends on the coaches as well now. The two coaches that will be looking to get the 3 points. You talk about the head coach, Ting Shen. He's the head coach of Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center. He's coached deeply involved in the grassroots football structure in Shillong. His focus has been on developing young players. encouraging expressive football and giving them the confidence to complete, beg your pardon, to compete against stronger position. And you can see that in the way WAFC play. They are energetic, they are direct and fearless, especially going forward. And for the head coach of OM Roy Memorial, that's Pyla Remdor, a key figure in their footballing program. He's known for his hands-on approach and emphasis on discipline and structure at the youth level. And that approach paid dividends in their previous outing, where OM Roy showed composure and attacking clarity in a 3-2 win. And the win really strengthened their position. And remember that the Shillong edition ends today. This is the final game. The under 17 boys clash will kick us off. Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center versus OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. And two coaches, two philosophies. Ting Shan focusing on development and freedom at Weilyngkut, while Param Dor brings structure and game management to OM Roy. It's going to be an exciting contest. And we are playing under the banner of Reliance Foundation U Sports, one of India's largest grassroots sports platform aimed at promoting sporting culture among school and college athletes, especially in football. Launched in 2015-16 by Reliance Foundation, the corporate social responsibility arm of Reliance Industries Limited, with the goal of giving young sportspersons a competitive platform while also nurturing talent and supporting grassroots development. And RFYS is just about matches. It also builds the ecosystem around youth sports, including coach and match official development, infrastructure support, and grants. We've seen that grant money being given to winning teams. The runners up getting 25,000, the winners getting the coveted silverware, and 50,000 is grant money. Well then, 8:15 kickoff. The players are on the ground. OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School in their blue stripes. Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center in their yellow stripes. They will get us kicked off. A final look at the watch. The referee sees it. 8:15 is what the time is right now. It feels like we're about to kick off at the MFA Arena. And here we go. Kick off. It's Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center. Attacking right to left. Can they continue something that we saw in the previous game as well? They have to do that, to be honest. Just control those midfield battles. And Syrov really well from his left-hand side. Ball played in. But then dispossessed. The idea is pretty simple for Weilyngkut. They lost their previous game to Shillong Lajong. But remember, at one point, Shillong Lajong, they were leading 1-0. And then after that, it was Weilyngkut who made a comeback. They scored the equalizer and they went into the lead as well. So Weilyngkut, they know the idea of playing good football, scoring against a team like Shillong Lajong, who were the clear favourites. But then, after taking the 2-1 lead, they faltered. But this is a good run. Shot taken as well very early. And that was the number 7 for OM Roy Memorial High Secondary School. Lamshai Jana. A first break of action. Probably could have held his composure a bit more. Had plenty of space to run into. But there's the danger early on. OM Roy Memorial High Secondary School winning that game 3-2 against Army. And they are fresh and confident. And watch out for their number 9. Damon Lang Siliang. He scored 2 goals. Scored from a corner. And the first of them. Running into the second minute now, live from MFA Stadium. And remember, it's not about a result on the scoreboard. It's about young boys chasing dreams, representing their schools, their areas, and their city. Yes, wins and loss do matter. Eventually, we will have a winner. The coveted silverware and the grant money, 50,000 rupees. But in the end, it's about expressing yourself, showcasing what Shillong and Meghalaya football is all about. As the number 14 is on the ball, spreads it. Falling in though. That's a great interception. He was falling in, still got a leg onto it. The number 14, Arfaios Jana. He's playing in the center half role, the defensive back. If you talk about Weilyngkut area footballing coaching center, those two goals in the previous game versus Shillong Lejong first came in from the number 17, Stebor Kurba. He pounced onto a goalkeeping error, and then the goal scorer turned assist provider, setting up the number 94, Ebo Kimanuel. Weilyngkut, at one point, they were leading 2-1 against Shillong Lejong. They were trailing 1-0, went on to the lead 2-1, but after that, 3 unanswered goals. Shillong Lejong finishing the game 4-3. Beg your pardon, 4-2. And that was the end of the 90. So Weilyngkut, they have played some good football. Now they would like to keep their calm and composure against the team that's won its previous encounter against Army Boys, winning the game 3-2. Damon Lang Siliang scoring 2 goals. Once again, attack breaking. The ball comes inside the box as well. The number 7 was free. Lamshai Jana was running into it, but good save. Jobbor Korba, the goalkeeper. Weilyngkut area footballing center. They're trying to get that early position, but just feels like OM Roy. They are dominating the best of early midfield battle and setting up free on that left-hand side. That's the number 11 on the ball, Marbiang. Look at how he's surrounded. Marbiang is still going on. It's still Marbiang. He tries putting a ball in. Intercepted. Now onto this right-hand side. There's the number 15 on the ball. And this will be a first corner, I believe, of the game. It was Zimon Lang on this right-hand side. Tussling with the defender. Gets the corner to his name. Right then, 5 minutes on the clock. A chance from the set piece. The first corner of the game, I believe. This is going to be the team in blue. OM Roy Higher Secondary Memorial School. A chance from the corner. And there's the number 9 for them. Damon Lang who puts the ball in. And so nearly. Could have been close. Shot coming in as well once again. The goalkeeper was caught. Jobbor Kurba did not move. And so nearly could have been the opening goal. And once again, Damon Lang with the corner. Remember in the previous game, Damon Lang with the corner scored a direct goal. You call that the Olympic goal. And that from that right-hand side as well. He's a left footer, gets that bend onto the ball. And always ready to test the goalkeeper. Start for OM Roy. In the first 5 minutes, they have been on the attacking front. Weilyngkut, they have to get some of those passing results coming into picture. That's a good touch from the number 15, chested down. We'll get his name very soon. That's Singh Kurba, the number 15. And that's something typical of football in Shillong. Good touches as this one spreads the defense entirely. Running onto the left-hand side channel. Ball comes in maybe. Chops back though. And now the ball comes inside. It just lost its footing in the end. But that ball splitting the defense on that left-hand side. Tremendous build-up. OM Roy growing in confidence. And so easily splitting that defense with one ball. And there's some tensions for the head coach Tingshan. For Weilyngkut area footballing coaching center. Defensively is where they're lacking right now. Going in the lead against Shillong Lejong 2-1. Cannot hold it. And that as well in the second half, in the last 30 minutes, is where Shillong Lejong pulled the game, scored 3 unanswered goals. The defense was caught napping. And that's where Weilyngkut have to probably try and stiffen up things. Just be born mean in their defense. But OM Roy break with the ball. Great turn. Tussle going on this right-hand side. The number 11 left to chase. A bit too much for him. Marbiang is still going on though. Marbiang is not giving up. Weilyngkut not able to clear their line. Tussling in 2v2 duel on this right-hand side. And finally they clear their line. But it's given straight to a player for OM Roy. Lays it off. Could be a shot coming in. What a great ball this is. This is the first goal for sure. Point blank save. Jobbor Kurba has kept his team in the game. There's a point blank save. And now chance for Weilyngkut to break on the counter. But retain possession. And that's the number 10 for OM Roy. Goes back. The number 10, Chesterfield Umsong. He is the heart of this midfield creativity. So they've got good players. OM Roy. But the opening 7 to 8 minutes has been absolutely frenetic. In both sets of players, especially OM Roy. There was a great chance. And now, Weilyngkut trying to break on their very own. No offside flag, ball inside the box. Will this be the first goal? Lobs it over, the goalkeeper is beaten. It goes up and over in the end. And no offside flag coming into their rescue. They were looking at the linesman. And that's where you say you gotta play to the referee's whistle. OM Roy's defense, believing this should have been an offside. And the number 8 for Weilyngkut, that's first star Shabong. Another chance though. Living dangerously right now, so it's been end-to-end stuff. Both the teams creating chances of their very own in the opening 7 minutes or so. The two teams who bring good pedigree. Remember Weilyngkut losing the previous game 4-2. OM Roy, contrary to them, winning their match 3-2. It's a high-scoring games. And you expect goals from this one as well. It started off in some solid fashion. It goes to the number 17. He switches the play. This is the number 15, Emon Lang. Plenty of space for him to run. Emon Lang on the ball. Cuts inside. Emon Lang tries finding the pass. Does find the pass. Maybe a shot coming in. Instead, still going on. Puts the ball on the plate to that left-hand side. Maybe the attack is now thwarted. Defenders rushing in, but the ball put inside the box. Still a chance. Straight to the goalkeeper. Should have done much, much better. Marbian Karbi gets an opportunity. He was free with the number 11. Ball put inside the box. He should have done much, much better than that. He knows it. Just a weak effort at goal. The number 11 is disappointed. Marbian Karbi. Right then, the first 10 minutes did not disappoint. And Ibon Lang, beg your pardon, not only attacking but also supporting his defense. He is tussling with the number 8 for Weilyngkut. That was first star Shabong. A good play. The first star once again gets on the ball. The number 8. Well, that was the number 18, beg your pardon. That was not first star. That was Babok Kurba. And well, the goalkeeper, very far from his line, comes up and clears his area. And that's what you talk about, the modern day goalkeeping, sweeper keepers. But here's the chance for Weilyngkut. Shot coming in as well. And so nearly you thought that's gone in the back of the net. And OM Roy, for all the possession they've had and for all the chances they created in the opening few minutes or so, it's Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center who are now tightening the screw. Attacking. And so nearly threatening. And scoring the first goal as well in the goal today. In both sets of players trying to break up their very own. Now chance for OM Roy. Running in, searing. Dispossessed in the end. Lamshai Jana, for a moment you thought he slipped in. But pushed away from the ball in the end. Defensively, both the teams resolute so far. The deadlock 0-0, 12 minutes on the clock. A tussle going on. For a moment you thought they've lost the ball, but Emon Lang goes back to his goalkeeper, who's cleared it away, but given straight to a player from the team in yellow. Well, he recycles and put the ball inside the box. Nothing harming them. Emon Lang goes for the long pass. What a perfect delivery this is from Emon Lang. From right to left, Damon Lang puts the ball inside. Takes a deflection. Will be a corner, I believe. But great play. The number 15 on this right-hand side, Emon Lang, finds the number 9, Damon Lang, on the left-hand side. A switch of play. And that's where probably you see quality players coming into picture. Those long balls. As the number 16 prepares for the corner. The ball put inside the box as well. Cleared away. Still going on though, puts in another box. Beg your pardon, puts it another ball inside the box, but this time around the delivery, the idea was correct. The delivery and the execution probably not so perfect. There's the banner in the behind that says, "Come on, India, let's play." There's the mission of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports, trying to combine each and every individual from each and every country together. Just play football, not just football. Play sports is the motto. OM Roy right now losing the ball. Time for Weilyngkut to create something, but they've given the favor. Returning the ball back. A bit of muddle in the middle of the park. The referee and everything of it. OM Roy Memorial High Secondary School. They're just trying to get that first one to their name. Great touch in his own half, and finally, that's a poor pass. Should have done much, much better. No pressure on him, still fumbles it. Anyways, these boys, pretty young right now. I'm sure the quality of passing will shoot up. And that's the motto of Reliance Foundation as well, trying to get these boys a competitive game time. And that allows their game to improve. This is Damon Long on the ball. His game is great. He still takes on the run on the outside. Will this be a corner? He's appealing for it. Well, in the end, the referee decides it's going to be a goal kick, and that's Damon Lang for you. Damon Lang, still young. He's a star player for OM Roy Memorial High Secondary School. He scored 2 goals in the previous game, Damon Lang. He's predominantly playing on that left-hand side. He's a left footer. Also could play on the right-hand side, trying to cut inside, but the goalkeeper comes forward. Tremendous save. And from defense to attack, Weilyngkut Area Footballing Coaching Center, in a blink of an eye, nearly found the first goal. But Jobbor Korba understood the danger early, came up. Chance from a corner now. Ball put inside the box once again, coming up very early. Jobbor Korba. He's catching everyone's attention and not just coming up early, a strong punch later. And this has set OM Roy on the counter, but plenty of yellow bodies dropping back. And they're going to build a play. What a ball this is! Emon Lang is free right now. Emon Lang goes in the center. It's just not getting that exact control he would have wanted. Once again, Emon Lang has been found on that right-hand side. There's no offside flag. Chance maybe to cut inside. He shoots instead, and that's gone inside the back of the net. 15 minutes on the clock. The deadlock is broken. It's Emon Lang rim by. He scores the opening goal for OM Roy Memorial High Secondary School. Thumping strike in the back of the net. And they have been probing the team in blue. They have been probing, they have been penetrating, takes the ball, sets himself up, shoots viciously, beats the goalkeeper. No chance you stop those. Those are thunderbolts. OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School take the lead. 1-0, 16 minutes on the clock. There it is. The opening goal comes in. And now, maybe a warning sign in this confirmation. Emon Lang with the goal, the number 15. Playing predominantly on that right-hand side. He's been good. You see some players and they catch your eyes. Emon Lang is one of those players. To have that power and composure to shoot. It took his time, settled himself well, and then released a vicious right footer. And nothing the goalkeeper could do. Jobbor Korba beaten. Well, the game begins. 17 minutes on the clock. Chasing now, WAFC. And they have been in this situation before in the previous game as well. Shillong Lejong took the lead 1-0. Weilyngkut, they were chasing the game. They did well chasing, came back really solid, scored 2 goals. Chance for Damon Long now, I believe. I think the offside flag has been raised on this far side. Imbalang Congo, the goalkeeper for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. And this time around, once again, plotting an attack from that left-hand side. He still has the ball, lays it off, shot comes in. He blocked away. And chance for the team in yellow to break now. Weilyngkut. Can they commit bodies forward? Yes, they can. Just a poor touch. There was a golden chance gone begging. And now Owen Roy back on the ball. The number 7 running onto it. Oh, he's gone down inside the box. What does the referee decide? The number 7 Lamshai Jana beats his defender, goes down. Was the challenge inside the box? The replays will clear the story. Ramshai Jana wins the ball. It shows tremendous pace. That's outside the box. This will be a free kick, that's for sure. With chance then to double their lead. OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School already scored one. A chance now to score the other as well. And Jobor Korba, his goal will be tested. A 5-man wall, that's interesting. And they've got everybody in the wall. I'm not so sure if that's a very smart tactic. He can lay the ball easily up and over. Was that Imon Lang with the delivery, the goal scorer? Finds no one in the end. Just too high. 5-man wall though. Did their job. 19 minutes on the clock. And it's OM Roy who are in the lead. Jobor Korba beaten from a fairly close range. Imon Lang ran by. A thunderbolt of a strike. That's the only difference between the two teams right now. Well then, there has to be a response. Since going that one goal down, it just felt like Weilyngkut area footballing coaching center. There could be a wake-up call for them, but it's not been the case. We have not seen a solid response since then. Probably that's what the head coach wants right now. Ting Shen, the idea would be for the boys to find something of substance, trying to threaten that goal mouth area, build some position in the middle of the park, trying to find those willing runners. And we always talk about that, those willing runners, your strikers that can make run behind the defenses, trying to break open. Welling could have won the ball though, trying to put a cross in. But I think the referee has seen some infringement, has blown the whistle. This will be a free kick. And free kick in the favor of OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School, already leading. This is their keeper, Imbalang Congo. And he's done well. Imbalang made plenty of saves. And earlier I just mistaked him. There was Imbalang in the goal for... This is Imbalang in the goal for OM Roy. Mistaked him for the other goalkeeper. Called him Jobor Korba. That's the correction. Jobor Korba is standing in the goal for Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center. And this is Imbalang Congo, who's standing in the goal for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. He's made plenty of saves and good ones as well. The sweeper keeper role, as we talk about, comes up early, catches the ball as well. And that's the modern football for you, the sweeper keepers. You just saw, just like somewhere around 5 or 6 minutes earlier, Imbalang came up early. There was a cross inside the box, cleared it, punched it away. Now, chance maybe for Weilyngkut. A bit too heavy on that pass though from that right-hand side. 22 minutes running on the clock. Still trailing and chasing the game down by 1 goal. OM Roy. The point of difference is their number 15, Emon Lang, playing on this right-hand side. Scoring a vicious right footer, thumping in the back of the net. Lamshai though does well. Can they hold the ball, OM Roy? They've lost possession. The number 9 recycles it. And no one to find. The number 9 clever boy for Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center. Once again, clever boy. And trying to find that clever pass as well. And they're trying and probing, but just that final telling ball missing from Weilyngkut Area Footballing Center. Ball inside the box, cleared away. Still the danger arriving, put inside. This could be a chance at the goal. Somehow, OM Roy have cleared their line. But they're living dangerously right now. And you just feel that there could be equalizer in this game coming very soon. The chance for the team in blue to break finds a tremendous ball. This is Lamshai Jana. He's caught offside though. And Lamshai Jana, a willing runner. And that's what we've been talking about. The gameplay for OM Roy has been pretty simple. Those transitions, as we talk about, from defense to attack, one long ball coming into picture, and willing runners who are ready to make those runs behind the defense. And that's been lacking in Weilyngkut's game. And then trying to just split the game. They're trying to find that pass, the inch perfect pass. And on the other hand, OM Roy, this is a great ball though. This is what we were talking about. Chance now, maybe a shot coming in, shoots as well. And then a chance from the header. Weilyngkut. He does his job. The goalkeeper, the number 1 for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. He makes another save. He's so calm under pressure. Weilyngkut. He's just combining with his defenders. This is the number 15, the goal scorer. Launches one high. Is Weilyngkut Rambai. And outside of the foot. Nearly found a good ball. Has found a good ball from the outside of the foot. But lost possession. This is then 24 minutes running on the clock. And Weilyngkut chasing the game as they were chasing in the previous game, beg your pardon, against Shillong Lajong. They did well though. Chasing wise, they did really well. Can they bring in the same spirit? And maybe this time around, just hold on to their advantage as well. Remember in the previous game, went on to the lead. 2-1 against Shillong Lajong after trailing 1-0 and then conceded their lead. Conceded 3 goals and lost the game 4-2 in the end. 25 minutes on the clock. 20 remaining in this first half plus the stoppages. There have not been much delays though. I think the referee's done a good job. He's let the game flow, let the game breathe in. That fluid football as we talk about. Chance from a free kick though. And number 4 for Weilyngkut Area Footballing Center. Puts the ball inside the box. Headed away. And that was Arfayas Jana. It was not the number 4, that's the number 14. Arfayas Jana, the defender. He's on the ball once again. Arfayas Jana lost it. And now Weilyngkut running with it. Still has the ball. Weilyngkut, the goal scorer, sets up another decent pass. And for a moment you thought that could lead into something. But Weilyngkut, he's been at the heart of everything that OM Roy are doing. Great turn. Finds ball. And no offside flag so far. Weilyngkut once again. Maybe a shot coming in. Yes, there it is. 26 minutes on the clock. Weilyngkut Rambai doubles their lead. Gets the brace for himself. And OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School already cruising in. A tremendous ball release on that right hand side. Acres of space for Weilyngkut Rambai. Takes his time. Drills it in. The goalkeeper Jobor Korba beaten twice. And beaten twice by the same player. And in the wake of that goal, there's been a substitution. The number 11, Say Borlang Wadakar comes in. The head coach. Ting Shan has seen enough. Brings a substitution. His team going down by 2 goals. And the number 15 has been taken off. Shing Kurba. The 2 goals down now. It just feels like it's a very, very steep mountain to climb. Weilyngkut, the goal scorer, the confirmation running in, scored 2 goals from exactly the same position. And he's enjoying himself on that right-hand side. Gets into decent space. And when the time arrives to shoot, has the calmness, has the composure, and has the clinicality to slot the ball past the goalkeeper. And that's good to watch. He's a player that's going to catch the attention of a lot of scouts as well. Especially his ability to find himself in those areas. And mostly, you talk about youth football, sometimes players get caught offside in those good positions. But not Weilyngkut is timing his runs to perfection. But what about that ball to find him? Defense splitting. We will get a name on the assist provider as well. There was an inch perfect ball outside of the foot. Trivella, as we talk about. And once again, Weilyngkut has found himself in space. And once again, he's offside. Similar position. Once again, he crosses it. An empty net nearly finds the third as well. The number 11 has gone down, though this time around Emon Lang did not shoot. Instead, he just cuts it inside and tries to put it on a plate. Emon Lang, plenty of space for him. He's got decent pace, beats the defender, puts it on a plate for the number 11. It just cuffs his line. Marbrian Karbi, and he's gone down as well. But Timon Lang, he's enjoying plenty of space, and that's where the head coach has to do something. You cannot give that much space to a player who's already scored 2 goals. He's shown his caliber, and he's into acres of space. He does not miss. And this time around, though, tried squaring it up for the number 11 for his teammate, Marbriang, who's gone down. I think he's holding his hamstrings, maybe a bit of coming together collision. I think he'll be okay, that's for sure. But what a ball that was. Turning defense into attack. We're still waiting for confirmation on that assist provider, but there was a tremendous ball in. One in the middle of the park, turned his defender, and not just turned his defender, released the great outside of the football, finding him on Lang. And he does not miss, does the rest. Tremendous football. It feels like it was the number 10, I believe. Beg your pardon, not the number 10. Feels like it was the number 16. And I think we are now ready after that short break in play. I think that was the number 16 with the assist. Well, the number 14, I believe. Ibanjob Saimile is what we are assuming. It was the assist provider. Right then, back in action. 30 minutes on the clock. And they're continuing. This will be an offside, the flag raised from the hills of Shillong, from one of India's football most passionate heartlands. And this is grassroots football at its purest. 30 minutes of football done. The team in blue, OM Roy, leading right now. And 2 goals coming in from the same player. Emon Lang getting a brace for himself. He's been good, Emon Lang. And he's done a good job making sure that his team is in the advantage. And not just once, but twice. And he's predominantly on that right hand side. Enjoying plenty of spaces. I think the defenders probably need to mark him better. But that's not been the case. He's playing as a right back, if I may assume, and he's enjoying that plenty of room running forward. So there you see Emon Lang. He's going forward as well into attacking areas, but as soon as the time to defend comes, he just tracks back, he runs in viciously, and that's a sign of a good player. And remember, the modern fullbacks, that's the most demanding position, as the goalkeeper was in trouble for a small bit. Imbalang, he was not so sure. He had to be careful. But we're talking about the modern fullbacks, one of the most challenging aspects, one of the most challenging positions to play in football, the modern football. You got to be really careful. You got to be really athletic, to be honest. The amount of running, that's a great turn from Clever Boy, I believe, the number 9. And the referee lets the game play. This is the number 11, I believe, who's on the ball. It's still going on. There comes the overlapping run, finds him. The ball to the number 10, Chesterfield. Maybe a cross coming in from Chesterfield. What a goal this is. Sensational. Flying in acrobatic stuff. Chesterfield gets the assist. Sensational strike. And those are the kind of goals you remember for ages. Ball put inside acrobatically. And there is no stopping goals of such caliber. And that's the number 16, I believe, has got the goal. What a strike that was. Acrobatism at its finest. And just absolutely dismantling Weilyngkut now. And it's a very, very steep hill. The comeback looks like it's getting harder and harder. One team dominating play, keeping the possession, scoring the goal. Chesterfield, the number 10, with the inch perfect delivery. And the number 16 does not miss. He's once again on the ball. Well, then 34 minutes running on the clock. And there's been a one sided domination so far. And talk about Meghalaya, a state in the northeastern India, as once again there's a switch of play. And the number 11 finds himself in acres of space, passes to Imon Lang. Imon Lang goes central. And the ball's still in their favor. Recycled in, but this time around, Weilyngkut and their defenders can clear their line. With plenty of space on that right hand side for the number 11 Marbiang, who finds Imon Lang. Imon Lang tried going central. In the end, loses the ball. We're talking about Meghalaya, state in northern eastern India, known for its dramatic landscapes, the hilly, deep valleys, and some of the highest rainfall in the world. But here's a chance for the fourth now. It goes down inside the box. There's the referee pointing it toward the spot. Well, Lamshai Jana, I think, has gone down just outside the box, and this will be a free kick in the favor of OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. And for a moment, you thought he's pointing to the penalty spot. It was very close. Now, that's twice that OM Roy have come very close to that penalty spot area. The foul coming in just outside of the box. A promising position, a bit too close though. I probably should not go for power and instead try and go for the precision. It's gonna be another test for the goalkeeper. He's beaten thrice. Chobor Korba, the goalkeeper for Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center. The defense has leaked 3 goals. The goalkeeper has been beaten thrice. Now, chance for OM Roy to add another. Maybe the fourth one coming in. Is going to be Damon Lang with a shot. It's in the back of the net once again. They are running riot right now. OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. Damon Lang Siliang with the left foot. Free kick. It's never easy this close. Sensational stuff. Just places it. The goalkeeper sits stuck. Perfection, placement, and precision. That's what has been from OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. Fourth goal now inside the first half. Already done and dusted this game. It does not feel like there's gonna be a comeback in this one. Running riot, running rampant, controlling the pace, controlling the tempo, solid defensively, and when they attack, each and every time they move forward, there's a threat coming in. Well then, Weilyngkut now creating a chance of their very own, maybe a shot coming in. For finally, after a long time, you saw a team in yellow attacking Weilyngkut. After conceding 4 goals, maybe that's the wake-up call for them. But right then, that's the story. 4-0 in the favor of the team in blue. They have a corner to defend right now, but just feels like they're enjoying their football around the corner, put inside the box. Once again, the goalkeeper coming in forward. We have seen him do that plenty of times. And that chance for OM Roy to break on the counter. And there's the acrobatic goal scorer. The number 16 goes for the outside of the foot, nearly. And he's got that tremendous outside of the foot on him. Right then, 37 minutes on the clock. And now they're just enjoying their football. OM Roy Memorial High Secondary School, winning yesterday as well. And just feels like they've already stamped their authority in this game. And for new viewers tuning in, this is Reliance Foundation Youth Football. We are live from the abode of clouds. This is Shillong, the capital of Meghalaya, the footballing capital of Northeast as well, where the game is woven into everyday life and culture. We talk about football in Meghalaya as Weilyngkut could be a shot coming in, just scuffed his line. Golden opportunity to get one back. Ball breaks in kindly, but does not connect the way we'd have wanted. The captain, there's Irfaiz Jana, is completely fumbles his shot. He could have done much better. He should have done much better. His team trailing. There needs to be a response, and there has been no response so far, though. It's just one side affair, and it keeps on continuing. Wellingborough have shown some decent probing activity. They have moved forward. It's just that they have been less clinical, not able to take those chances. And look how comfortable the goalkeeper is. He's toying around that attacking line. That's Imbalan. He's so comfortable. He's lost the ball though, Imbalan. But that's what we have been talking about. As OM Roy emerged with the ball, once again, just felt like the number 15, Imon Long, will get onto it. He's an ever willing runner, Imon Long. Also tracks back. That's a good sign in the player. And now finds the number 11. That's Marbiang. And Marbiang tussling, he's lost the ball, but Imon Lang wins it back. Imon Lang still going on. Turns back instead, finds the number 17, I believe. Menang. Switch the play. A bit of wrestling game going on over there, but it's Weilyngkut who have emerged with the ball. Can they create something? If they can get one goal, now there's a golden opportunity. Plenty of space to run. There's the number 8, a first star. Plays a good ball, decent ball enough. Inside the box, maybe a shot coming in, goes down. This will be a penalty. A chance to make a comeback though. The referee, right on cue, watches that. Eboke Manuel goes down inside the box. The pass coming in from first star Shabong, and they've got a penalty. And it's a great opportunity to make a comeback. Down by 4 goals, they've got a penalty. Got to make this count. Another substitution comes in. Kirshang. But this is a chance from the spot to beat the goalkeeper Mbalang. This will be the number 4, I believe, who's gone on to the penalty duties. Well then, golden opportunity. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Chance for Wellinger to get 1 goal back. Here we go. The penalty missed. Up and over. Golden chance gone begging. And that's been the story for Weilyngkut area football coaching. Holds his heads down. You cannot believe it. But that's the story. That has been the story for Weilyngkut area football coaching center. You just cannot believe it. Got a golden opportunity. But in the end, it just shoots it high and wide. He would be probably kicking himself right now. And that's the heartbreak you talk about it. It's the number 4. He would be disappointed. Really disappointed. But these boys, they will learn from it. And that's for sure. And should have done much better though. 42 minutes running on the clock. Still 4-0. OM Roy leading. And not just leading. Enjoying a good spell. On the counter now, maybe could it be a chance to attack? 4-0 in their favor. 3 minutes remaining in this half. Plus the stoppages, there would be at least 2 to 3 minutes maximum. And not much action, not much delays, beg your pardon. And then now a chance once again. Could be the 5th one. Every time they move forward, there's a menace. It still has the ball. A support arriving. Emon Lang. He gets the ball. Maybe will be a throw in the favor of the team in yellow. The Wellingborough area coaching center. A chance now once again to recycle possession, courtesy of a throw in. But each and every time they get the ball, they release it early. And the goalkeeper once again coming up early. Mbalang Kongno. He's enjoying himself out there, Mbalang. Each and every time he gets the ball, he's just so calm and confident. And that's the philosophy of football right now. You can see that the head coach as well. That's how he wants his boys to play football. That's how he wants his goalkeeper to play his football. And you got to give credit to Pilar Remdor, the head coach. As OM Royal look for the fifth, slots it past. It could be nearly the fifth one as well. And the number 16, once again, after scoring that acrobatic goal, will get his name for sure. And not on the name sheet. But after scoring that acrobatic goal, was looking for the fifth one as well. 44 minutes on the clock now. A 4-0 the score. And live from Meghalaya, where football is just a sport, it's a way of life. And right now, it's OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School who have been absolutely cruising. And if you are a head coach, if you are Ting Shen for Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center, all you want is the halftime whistle. Probably talk some sense into boys. Probably try and go into the break, not concede any more going into the break, but does not look like so because OM Memorial once again on the counter inside the box, ball put in as well. It breaks in kindly, so close. Marbrian Carby with the shot, just whistling wide. I don't think he got the connection he would have required onto that one, but the fifth goal nearly coming in. That's what you talk about football, right? You're just taking your chances. If you don't take your chances, you will be punished. And Weilyngkut, they have not taken their chances with that penalty. Surely had to score. You won't get a better chance than that in a game of football. And once again, tremendous pass, beating the defense. This will be the fifth, that's for sure. Misses it so nearly. Lamshai Jana, he's furious and frustrated. He just kicks the turf in agony. What a ball this was, splitting the defense. 1v1 versus the goalkeeper. Puts it wide. He knows that. Lamshai Jana, he knows that he's frustrated with himself. And that's it though. That's it, the end of the first half. It's OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School who's been absolutely dominant. Coming on the back of the previous game victory. End of the first 45. Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center nil. OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School 4. A half that has seen tremendous football from the team in blue. 57% ball possession for them. 15 chances created. 6 of them on target. And 4 of them leading into goal. So that's a very good conversion ratio. For Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center, 43% ball possession, but most of them in backward or sideways, very less in terms of attacking threat. This one shot on target. They have created their chances, though 8 chances. This is what we've been talking about. Less clinical with their chances, and probably in the second half that has to change. Well, it just feels like the mountain is too steep for them to climb back. But it's football, anything could happen. First 45 minutes done and dusted. Second 45 coming really shortly. Stay tuned with us. In the meanwhile, enjoy the highlights. We will be back. It was OM Memorial who dominated the game. Absolutely tremendous right from the first whistle, taking in shots after shots. Some good saves though. Jobbor Kurba initially was forced into action. Wellington as well. Wellingkut, beg your pardon. In the opening few minutes, trying to create some chances. Felt like an even Steven game in the first 5 to 7 minutes. But as the clock ticked on, as the time progressed, it felt like one-way traffic. It was OM Memorial who really pulled on the trigger, found themselves into plenty of action. And that's been the story. Enjoy the highlights. Nil-nil, beg your pardon, 4-0 in the end of the first half. That was the first goal coming in from the number 15, Emon Lang. He went on to score the other from exactly the same position. That was more central. This was a bit more wide from the right hand side. And this was the second goal from Emolang. He finds himself into plenty of spaces, bursts in. This one better placed, finds the back of the net. Well, that's been the story though. Your four goals coming in, and the timing could not have been better. End of the first half. OM Roy Memorial 4, Weilyngkut nil. Well, then, we are back for the second half here at the MFA ground, and it's been a commanding opening 45 minutes from the OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School, who lead 4-0 at the break. They have been clinical in front of goal. Emon Lang Rimbai with a brace, while Damon Lang Silyang and Banaji Shah have also found the back of the net in a dominant first half display. And the numbers underline that control. OM Roy have enjoyed 57% possession. They have registered 6 shots on target, 4 of them becoming eventually goals. And they have created 15 chances. Look at that number. And pressing high and making the attacking moves count as well. And for Weilyngkut Area Coaching Center, it's been a tougher half. They've had only 43% of the ball. They have just managed 1 shot on target, but look at this. They have created 8 chances, so they are still threatening, but they have to be a bit more clinical. They have shown promising build up at times, but too wasteful in the final third. Here we go, kickoff is OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School, who kicked this second half off, already leading 4-0. How much more will they add? Or is there a comeback loading? Can Weilyngkut find something of substance? Will that halftime talk from the coach create something? It's going to be an interesting duel, but right from the start, Damon Lang in the opening 30 seconds goes a golden opportunity. Left footed tries to put that inside the box, but there's the start that each and every time OM Roy get in the first half as well. Right from the kickoff, in the first opening 30 seconds of the second half, it could have been the fifth goal so nearly. Well, a collision comes into picture, and they have gone down. Just hoping he's okay. I think he's holding his hand, the number 94. It just does not look that good for him. And that's the number 94. Ebo Kemanu Alwarba. But I think he's okay. Warriors on the pitch, they're okay. Well then, chance for a free kick, and this is the number 95, Firth Moon. They'll probably put the ball inside the box, get 1 goal back. And maybe this could be the first for them. Yes, it is. Immediate response at the start of the second half. Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center have got one back. And this is what they required. Can this game turn on its head? Free kick comes inside the box. Firth Moon delivers the inch perfect pass, and then 1-on-1 versus the keeper almost. The number 8. This is first star Shabong gets the goal for Weilyngkut. And now Damolong on this side. End-to-end stuff. But there it is. There was a chance. That's what we were talking about. Weilyngkut, they have created the chances. And first star gets the first goal. First star Shabong, the number 8. But this is what we were talking about. Weilyngkut, they have created chances. They just have to be a bit more clear, clinical, as we have been talking about, converting those chances into goals. And this time around, they did exactly that. Firth Moon puts the ball inside the box. First star gets himself onto it, beats the keeper for the first time. Mbalang has been beaten, the goalkeeper for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. 4-1 now. Is this the start of a comeback? Can something change now? Is the big question. And if that has to be the case, Weilyngkut, they have to be solid in their defensive record as well. You cannot go on attacking if your defense is not sacredly strong. That's a good tackle, though. And they're trying to do that exactly. And I think during that halftime break, the head coach Ting Shen, I think he's spoken those things. They're probably trying to get these boys riled up. Corner coming in, though. This is the number 16, the acrobatic goal scorer. We are believing he's Banai Jingshai. It takes a shot. For a moment, you thought the goalkeeper was in trouble, but in the end, it's just looping over. And that's number 16 scored an acrobatic goal in that first half. Probably the best we have seen in the Shillong League, and probably the best I've seen in my time commentating for RFIS. We've been in Meghalaya, we've been in Kolkata, we've been in Goa, and probably one of the best goals that we have seen so far in the entire RFIS, if not kidding. What a strike that was acrobatically. Just high in the air. As Damon Lang is now free. This could be a chance for the fifth. Damon Lang is denied by the goalkeeper, Jobbor Korba. He's keeping his team in the game. But once again, the defense of Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center split open. Damon Lang finds himself into acres of space. He would be kicking himself. A player of that caliber, Damon Lang Saliang, should have put that past the goalkeeper, and he knows that. Well, that's what we were talking about. Wellington, they have scored that first goal, but it's their defense that's probably a bit too weak, creating those trouble, easily being open. 50 minutes on the clock now. 4-1 the score. Well, there's some hope for the team in yellow. For Tingshin, the head coach, the idea would be that his boys can go and find the second as well. If they find the second, this game could be really interesting, and they've got that capacity. Wellington, we saw that against Shillong Lajong as well. They were trailing 1-0, went up to 1, and then lost the game 4-2. That's a different story. But they have that capacity to find a comeback. Yes, right now, this is Lamshai Jana. He's a pacey winger, but will be a free kick. Remember the first goal coming from Wellingkut via free kick. That was a bit too high in the opposition territory. This one, deep inside their own half. But when you're playing against a team like OM Royal, you got to take your free kicks well. Launched in. And free kicks could always be deadly. Putting the ball inside the box. And maybe defenders rushing in. Great feed from the number 18, but he's lost it though. For a moment, you thought it's a tremendous Babo Kurba. And now on this right hand side, the number 17, Stebor Kurba. So they've got some good players. They've just not come into the pitch so far. And Damon Lang. Damon Lang wins it back. Will be a throw in though for Weilyngkut. 52 minutes on the clock. This is the number 3, Karjana, who takes the throw in. Well then, will be a free kick for OM Roy. And you talk about the football right now, mostly been dominated by the team in blue. They have kept the possession. They have taken more chances, more shots as well. But Weilyngkut, they scored early in this second half, and that's given them some hope. Maybe a chance for a comeback. But this is OM Roy finishing. Tremendous save once again. When called on to action, this is Jobbor Kurba who's responding and keeping his team into this game. He's made already 2 tremendous saves in this first half, beg your pardon, in this second half. First from Damon Lang, and now once again, he's making sure that at least he's giving his team something to stay in the game for, something to fight in. But OM Roy once again recycling the ball via cross. I think Jobbar once again gets a hand onto it. And Weilyngkut have kept the ball in play. One-touch football coming into picture. And OM Roy, they will get a free kick, I believe. 53 minutes on the clock. And the big question now is, can WAFC, the Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center, can they regroup once again and show a response? They've already scored 1. Can they get that second and eventually try and get that third or the fourth? But right now they have to defend this free kick. A 2-man wall. Here comes the free kick inside the box. Well, for a moment you thought there's some infringement, but the referee lets the game play. The free kick put inside the box as well. Good ball. Just not the right header coming onto it. Tried to just guide it towards that far post. And maybe the right idea would have been to force it into the near one. It doesn't matter though. OM Roy have won possession once again, as they have done throughout the entire first half and now in the second as well, controlling the tempo of this game. Spears the ball inside the box. Damon Lang goes down, but the referee sees nothing wrong in that tackle. And Weilyngkut, can they counter? Yes, they can. There is a bit of space arriving, but it's been cleared away. OM Roy and their defensive stabilization has been great. And this is the number 18 on the ball, Baba Kurba. Tries releasing one on the right hand side. Does not find the intended target. The number 94 chasing Ibok Emmanuel. And those boys have to come up now. Baba Kurba, Ibok Emmanuel, Stebor Kurba. They have to find something of significance. Now from his left hand side, there's the number 16 who turns and finds once again. He's back. He's back. He's still going on. Cuts inside. Is still going on. He completely turned himself as well in the process, turned his defender and turned himself as well. This is Zemon Lang on the ball. Emon Lang goes outside, beats his defender. Emon Lang cuts it back. Lamshai Jana could not take a shot and finally cleared away. The danger still looming though. Lamshai Jana will get the ball, will put a cross in as well. Lamshai Jana goes sideways. The score remains 4 156 minutes on the clock, but there you see OM Roy. If they get the next goal, this game is gone and it's been settled for good. But if Weilyngkut can get that second, they can believe. They can start believing once again. And they have to do that. The number 17 on the ball spreads the play. First star, the number 8, it tries laying a cheeky ball. And they have found first star once again, but the goalkeeper comes rushing in. Weilyngkut. He's a tremendous, tremendous goalkeeper. And why do I say that? Because his positioning play is pretty good. In such a young age right now to understand football at that level, that's good. Well, both the goalkeepers, you can see how commanding they are, leaving their area very early, understanding that ball is coming into it, comes up early. Why then? This could be another chance. The goalkeeper has been committed. Well, is there's an offside flag? Maybe yes, it is because Haaland came rushing in, came a very long way, left his goal. Well, the head coach Tyler Remdor, for a moment, his heart would have been his mouth. Haaland, because he's playing such high line in his goalkeeping area, will be a throw in there for OM Roy. Talking about Haaland Cogno, and ever ready to leave his line. And that's the modern day sweeper keeper. We have talked about it though. And both the goalkeepers not afraid to rush in to make a challenge as well. As Weilyngkut emerge with the ball. Could be a chance though. For a point, it was 3-on-1. Weilyngkut do not make the most of their chances. This is the complaint right now. And I think that's what the head coach will be talking. But now they've got another ball in. Plenty of defenders rushing. Nearly found the number 11 as well. And Nebok. He was chasing Nebok, but just too heavy a pass. Well, then 58 minutes on the clock. The 4-1 the score right now. And you talk about Reliance Foundation, you got to give the credit to them. One of India's largest grassroots football platform, a sports platform, not just football platform. The idea is to give young sports person a competitive platform which also helps in nurturing talent and supporting grassroots development. Once again, the goalkeeper just enjoying himself, Imbalang. He's living on dangerous waters, but he's doing so fine till now. And talk about RFIS, it's just about matches. It also builds the ecosystem around youth sports, including coach and match official development, infrastructure support, and grants. We have seen that. The runner-up team getting 25,000, and the winning team getting 50,000, plus the coveted silverware. Also, digital tools for scoring and match tracking as this ball is put inside the box. Could be a chance. Is there an offside flag? No, there is no flag. Finally, it comes in the end, though. For a moment, you thought there's no flag, but came in too late. The defense was raising his hand already. They knew it was an offside. Imbalang, the goalkeeper, catches it safely, headed away by his defender, and he can take his time now. As team leading by 3 goals, there's no need to rush in. Could have been costly though this delivery. Went central. There was a man chasing the striker. Imbalang, look at him. He's just toying with the strikers for Weilyngkut. Completely bamboozled Lebok on the closer end, but now chance for OM Roy to break on the counter. Going on, puts the ball inside the box as well. And there's the danger. They still have the ball. And finally losing possession. Welling could emerge with it. Can they break on the counter? Poor delivery. They have to do much better than that. It needs to be calm and composed. But OM Roy this time around, that's been the story so far. That's been the story for Weilyngkut. They have got the ball. They have created chances. But when the telling final pass has to come, they have betrayed them. Mbalang is enjoying himself over there, the goalkeeping. And time for a substitution though. The number 13 comes in. That's Stenningbor. Stenningbor Thongning. Time for him to try and run into his shoes. 30 minutes for him to enjoy himself out there on the pitch. And that's what OM Roy are doing right now. Each and everyone enjoying on the pitch. And the number 11 has been taken off. Marbiang Karbi. His race is run. And in comes Stenningbor Thongni. They probably look to add some goals to his name as well. And this is the number 10, Chesterfield. They got a brilliant assist from that right flank. They put the ball inside the box. Finished brilliantly by Banai Shai. Right now, the ball breaking in the middle of the park. Once again, outside of the foot. Finds Damon Lang. This has to be the fifth. Cuts inside. Maybe a shot coming in. Tremendous defending. They got back in numbers. Damon Lang, though, has gone down inside the box. The referee just says play on. But Damon Lang, that's the third time he's found himself in good space. He did well though. Cut inside, but then the man tracking back. And now chance on this side. So nearly. It could have got his brace right now. First star Shabong. Found himself in a good space. Decent pocket. Takes his shot as well. He's already scored 1 goal, first star Shabong. And he looked the most likely to get his second as well. And if that second went in, they would have really started billing Weilyngkut. But just shooting it wide. I never thought he got the proper connection onto it. A bit hurried. Did not realize he had more time. There was no man marking him. But OM Roy caught offside on this right hand side. 63 minutes on the clock now. And something has to give up. There has to be a clinical ball coming in. If Weilyngkut have to find that second goal, or there has to be a strike. They have to be clinical, that's it. For the chances they have created, they have to score more goals. Once again from the outside of the foot. He's enjoying out there. What a Rabona pass. This was nearly. And the number 16, he's just a skillful player. He scored that acrobatic goal. Likes to go for that outside of the boot passes. And now that Rabona coming into picture. Watch out for this guy. Enjoying himself out there now completely. OM Roy. But this is Weilyngkut, who have lost possession, and now chance for OM Roy to break on the counter. Good hold up play. It goes on to the right hand side. There was a number 17 with the hold up play. Menang. Menang Kongji. Back to Menang Kongji. Chips this one in. Demong once again finds himself in space. Squares it off to his number 2. That's Namesh Fang. Namesh Fang going in. Namesh Fang puts it inside. Nearly. And there it is. The fifth goal arrives at last. O.M. Roy, a seal of authority, a stamp of conviction. And they have arrived at the Reliance Foundation news post. Tremendous run by Namesh Fang. Puts the ball in, and in the end, slaughtered past the scrambling goalkeeper. The fifth goal comes in, 5-1 now, 65 minutes on the clock. And any hopes of the comeback that may have been ignited, finally extinguished. That's the stamp of authority we have been talking about. 5-1 the score. Is done and dusted for sure now. Or still, could there be a twist in the tail? It's football, you never know. We saw that yesterday. We were in Palakkad. There was the developmental league in the Reliance Foundation. There was a tremendous game. South United facing Real Malabar. That was the under 21 fixture, beg your pardon. South United scored 4 goals in the opening 17 minutes. It just felt like this game was over. As there's an offside flag coming in. For a moment, you thought there's no offside flag, but finally, he found himself in good space. The number 7, Lamshay Jana. That's not the number 7, beg your pardon. Is that Chesterfield maybe who scored offside? But coming into the previous game we were talking about, we were live from Palakkad yesterday. South United scoring 4 goals in the opening 17 minutes, and then Real Malabar plotting a comeback. First of all, getting the one, then the second, then the third, then equalizing as well. 4-4 at one point. But then, courtesy of a penalty, South United edged out, winning the game 5-4 after the end of the 90 minutes. So, still, if you talk about comebacks, there's plenty of time remaining, but this feels like a bit too much, especially because the defense of Weilyngkut, that's been the trouble. The attackers, even if they score a goal, it just feels like OM Roy will also score. That's the big issue. Imon Lang with the ball now. Scrappy football. Look how many players in the middle of the park, roughly around 8 to 9 players over there from both the teams. And that's what we talk about, scrappy football, not able to use the entire width of the pitch. This is good though. One touch. And this is what they should be doing. Weilyngkut emerging with the ball, tries cutting inside. The right idea, not the correct execution. This is the number 17 dancing with it, releasing a good ball for Demon Lang. Demon Lang, he's in space, puts the ball inside the box nearly. It finds Lamshai Jana as well. Still, the ball will be recycled. Chesterfield now. Chesterfield goes to the number 17 who puts the ball inside. The number 17, Menang Kongji. Menang Kongji has done good though. He's controlling that midfield area. He's been the heart of everything. But Damon Lang, he's also a busy customer. Always running behind. Willing runner. Beating the defense. Getting himself free. And this is the number 2 now. Namesh Hemfang. Namesh once again inside the box. Is there a cross coming in? Instead, lays back. Losing possession though. Chance for Wellington now to break. But they are wasteful in their possession. But emerging with it in the end, now this could be a chance. The number 11 running with it, Nebok. Lost. Menang Kongji recovering back, winning the ball very well. And now from that right hand side, 3 men inside the box. It could be a cross, instead goes for the shot. And finds the back of the net. Vicious strike from the right hand side. 6-1 now, 69th minute on the clock. How many more are they going to add? A ball that splits the defense from the right hand side. Willing runners inside the box. He decides to take on the goalkeeper on his own. Releases a vicious right foot shot. It gives his team the 6th goal. His shoulders are dropping down now. Heads are falling in. Weilyngkut and their defense absolutely breached open, leaking in 6 goals. O.M. Roy, absolutely clinical. 6-1, and there's no coming back from this. Just a mere formality the next 20 minutes. And you cannot come back from this, that's for sure. And especially that defense, probably playing back to back games is what cost them, because yesterday against Shillong Lejong, in the opening few, in the first half as well, in the second as well, they were good. Ball comes inside the box, breaks in kindly, is still going on, puts it in a plate. Could be a shot coming in. Good save. A job ball Korba right on spot. Shot coming in from the number 15, Emon Lang Rimbai. But job for Korba. He makes a good save. And now once again the number 94 rushing with it. Iboke Manuel, but he's lost possession. And that's been the story. Welliнгkut Area Football Coaching Center unable to hold the ball for longer spells. We talk about midfield domination as Menang emerges with the ball, goes on to that right hand side. Menang, the midfield maestro, is controlling the play. He's the one that guides the tempo. The ball put over and up the defense. Another shot maybe coming in. He tries going for the scale, trying beating his defender, loses possession in the end. But Menang, you got to talk about him as well. Menang Kongji. He is the creative heart of this midfield for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. On the ball once again was Menang Kongji. This is the number 16. Scored a tremendous goal. He's released Emon Long now, who's come onto the left hand side. Emon Long, maybe a shot coming in. That's so nearly the seventh. Jobbor Kurba gets the hand onto it, and he's kept his team at 6-1. It could easily been the seventh goal. And now chance to break. That's a good run. The number 17 finding himself in space. The step ball Kurba. Overlapping run coming in. Ibok Emmanuel evades the tackle. Ibok. Still going on. Ibok Emmanuel. Still going on. And finally lost possession. Great turn that is. Inside his own half, the defender. He fell down but still spinning his man around. And that's what you talk about in football. This game awareness. He did not lose the ball. He lost his footing, but made sure he keeps the ball with him. And that's a center of gravity coming into picture, the body turn. For footballers, that's something to learn about. As Menang goes to Chesterfield. With Chesterfield looking for options. Chesterfield plays a defense splitting ball. This is Lamshaimana. The number 7 is rushing onto it. Lamshaimana, 1v1 versus the keeper. Lamshaimana puts it in. 7 goal comes now for OM Roy Secondary High School. Lamshaimana. A lightning quick run. Takes on the defender Lamshaijana. Puts it past the keeper to his left. And that's it. Insult to injury. Well, that's the 8th one now, beg your pardon. 8-1 the score. Lamshay, he gets on the score sheet. Well then, chance now for Weilyngkut to create something. Poor shot. Maybe the offside flag came into the picture. 2 substitutions for OM Roy. Number 4 would come in, and the number 12 as well. The number 12, Iman Bakurba. And there's the number 4 as well. There's no description about the number 4 on the team lineups, but 2 substitutions. And the head coach, Baila Remdor, just throwing in everything he's got on the bench, giving his boys a chance to go on and attack. Well then, those are the substitutions. Iman Bakurba comes in for Emon Long, and this is Lamshoy Jana, fresh from that goal. Lamshoy Jana taking on his defender, still going on. Lamshoy Jana puts the ball in. So nearly the 9th one as well. Lamshoy Jana, tremendous from his left hand side, running in, dribbling past his defenders, puts the ball inside the ball as well. Inside the box as well, beg your pardon. finds Damonlang, I believe, and both the players on the ground just watching each other. The goalkeeper's also gone down, and they can feel it. And the heat now building up. 9:46 the Indian Standard Time. The sun is shining bright. And Lamshay Jana, a tremendous runner on that left hand side, always willing to go forward, making runs, making moves. Talk about Reliance Foundation providing scouting opportunities and exposure pathways for these players. Also, scholarships and future career routes for athletes. And RFIS expanded into the northeast very early with football centers established in Guwahati, Shillong, and Aizawl shortly after the program began. And these regional centers are part of RFI's mission to make competitive sport accessible everywhere, including strong football regions like Meghalaya. And talk about Shillong. Shillong has played host to city qualifiers, workshops, and competitive fixtures, as this will be ruled as offside. The linesman right on cue. And this is something as well, developing the female ecosystem in football, not just the female players, but the entire ecosystem, promoting referees, linesmen, coaches. And that's what the foundation believes in. The idea is to develop not just male football, male sports, but also encouraging women's participation, female sports, female football, and then the entire ecosystem around it. It's so easy right now. This would be an offside though, but so easy for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School to breach that defense of Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center. And this is where, if they come in next season, the head coach, Ting Shan, will have to work on. The defense is being beaten very easily. There's a lack of coordination and organization in that defensive line. I think those are the areas that the head coach will look into work. Just trying to make them more compact, stay in shape, supported by their midfielders. And that's a very important thing if you see youth football. The teams that learn how to stay in shape early, they turn on to be a really, really solid team as OM Roy once again breaking in, puts it inside the back of the net. Lamshai Jana, remember the name for a long, long time because he's a pacey winger, finds himself once again in acres of space, clinical with the finishing. Lamshai Jana, 1v1 versus the goalkeeper, had his composure. Job Bakurba beaten for the eighth time today. The defense of Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center absolutely carved open. And the score 8-1 now, Lamshai getting on the score sheet. And that's the eighth goal. I think the scorers have also lost count maybe. For one point, it was reflecting 8 earlier, but now it's been 8. And OM Roy is still going on. Tremendous feat. A ball released as well on that right hand side. Emon Lang now tries to square it up for Demon Lang. 9-1. It's Demon Lang Siliang who gets his goal. It's raining goals right now in this stadium. What a ball that was, splitting the defense to Emon Lang. Emon Lang squares it up for Demon Lang Siliang, who does not miss. Goals galore in the MFA Stadium. The ninth one for OM Roy Memorial Higher Secondary School. How many more do they want to add now? And just call this game off now. Just have mercy on the opponent team. They're just enjoying their football, scoring goals at will. It's been a performance of clinical display of utmost paramount order. And you did not expect this kind of one-sided affair, that's for sure. This team is filled with superstars. I'm sure they're going to grow up and play good football as well. But chance now for Weilyngkut to maybe get one back. But once again, just taking too much time in the attack breaking. Nothing coming out of it, that's for sure now. And that's been the difference. And defending their leaking goals, whenever they're trying to attack, they're too slow. And it's been a one-sided affair. And the head coach and these boys as well would want this game to end really quick. As once again they come on the break. Lamshai Jana, look at his pace. He's just flying away. A menace for the defenders. Lamshai Jana. He's lost the ball though. The credit where it's due. Sometimes the defenders have done good. It's just that collectively they have not kept their composure. 9-1 on the score right now. Can they add that 10th before the end of the 90? We are into the 80th minute, still 10 minutes remaining. A chance to break. A poor delivery, the number 11. That's Nabok, the tall man. He's got a free kick though. They've released it early. Plenty of work to be done as Chesterfield spreads the game wide. He's put it outside the play, Chesterfield. We're talking about plenty of work to be done for Weilyngkut Area Football Coaching Center, and they should not be disappointed with this result because this actually undermines and reflects what needs to be done. If you want to play against good sides, you've got to get better, and this is a reality check for the head coach as well, and for these boys. To just go back home, go back in their training centers, go back to their football grounds, practice better, try and understand the organization and the defensive coordination, be more clinical while attacking. And that's why the Reliance Foundation Youth Post exists. And over here, yes, there is a winner, there's a loser, there's going to be one team that picks up the trophy, and there's going to be the other team that loses. But in the end, it's Indian football that needs to be winning, and nothing for these boys to probably be ashamed of. They've been beaten by a better team, and I think that margin, that level that they need to climb on is reflected after this loss. 9-1 right now. And maybe for the next time around, the next year when RFIS returns, Weilyngkut could be a better team. That is the idea, and that is the mission, and that is the motive of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports to develop and nurture teams. As OM looking to break once again, lobbed it in. A tremendous goal. Just chipping in the goalkeeper. Ice in his veins. Into the double digits now, OM Roy. 10th goal this morning fixture. Menang releasing an inch perfect ball. And in the end, it's Damon Lang Siliang who gets his hat trick. There have been some excellent goals in this encounter. As Lamshai Jana breaks from the left, Damon Long still inside the box. He scored his hat trick, scored the first one through a free kick, scored the second just a few moments before, and now the third, chipping the goalkeeper. 10-1 the score, 82 minutes on the clock. Into the double digits now. There's hardly you see that happening. Menang, though, the midfielder, he claims his assist as well, Menang. Still on the ball, still going on, still going on. Keeping possession to themselves. A cheeky back flick maybe coming in inside the box, falls down. Was that Imon Lang who falls down? Yes, Imon Lang on that right hand side. Just losing his footing. It's been a one sided affair, it's been a demolition. And still continuing. Chesterfield on the ball, still attacking. Chesterfield, can he create something? We've not seen a goal from Chesterfield so far, the number 10. Maybe chance for him to pull the trigger as well from distance. Chesterfield is a good player, already into the assist charts. A chance then from a set piece to add the 11th one to their tally. 84 minutes running on the clock. And they have committed numbers forward as well, who want to score more goals. This will be Damon Lang with the left foot. Here comes Damon Lang with a free kick. Tries curling it in. Header comes as well. The defense had no clue what's happening. And Damon Lang trying to repeat his heroics, and look how far M. Balang has come. The goalkeeper nearly on the half line. They're absolutely dominating themselves right now. No stopping. And that's good tricky feed from the substitute, I believe the number 13 Stenning Board Thongni, who's playing on the right hand side. brought in by the coach. Acres of space now for Namesh Hemfang. Puts the ball inside the box. Namesh breaks in kindly, shoots as well. And just scuffed his shot, maybe. That was the number 13 standing Bortongni. 85 minutes on the clock now. And they're just awaiting the full time whistle, Weilyngkut. And now giving up every hope of attacking on the back foot for the last 5 or 10 minutes. That's a good turn, though. Can they get one goal at least? Something for a pride. And this number 10, great skills. This could be resulting into something. First star Shabong. The number 17, though, is won back the possession. Step Kurba.